Today I wanted to talk about, what happens when you're on your fitness journey. You are going to lose some friends, right? People are going to judge you. People are going to look at you very weird because we do live in a time, guys, when if you're eating healthy, people call it a diet. I know you guys seen that tweet. I mean, it's very true because you can eat, like, for example, when I was working as a nurse, like nobody would ever double take if I was eating like, Cheetos, M&Ms, candy. They'd just be like, "Oh, let me get some." Right? Or if I was eating like, just insane portions of like pizza or just like fried food, right? Which is all bad for you. However, as soon as I pulled out like, some ground turkey, some ground beef, maybe some steak, they'd be like, "Wow, you better be careful. Too much protein is bad for you." Or they'd be like, "You better be careful. Steak has a lot of cholesterol." Yes, it has cholesterol and it has good cholesterol. All right. So does eggs. But a lot of people will judge you when you start eating that way. And obviously when you go to certain events and stuff like that, because you still want to go to family events, you're not just going to be holed up 24/7. You still want to go out to eat. But like when you go to different restaurants and you eat a certain way, or you like go out to family events, you eat a certain way, people are going to look at you different. They're going to look at you weird. They're going to be like, "Why is he eating that? Why don't you eat like us? Why do you have to be different?" They're going to say a lot of things, right? And all of that is just kind of them projecting their insecurities. And honestly, people like whoever people are around, they want them to be similar. So when someone that someone they've known for a long time, like changes and makes a change, it makes them feel like, "Oh my God, should I make a change?" It makes them insecure about things they aren't working on. So then they're kind of like try to bring you back in and be like, "Hey, you should just like eat normal. Like it's just one day. Like just eat, just eat the macaroni and cheese and fried chicken for one day. Like it's not a big deal. Like you don't have to eat that." And you're just like, "Nah. I'm on my purpose right now. I have a goal to reach, so I'm gonna keep eating this." Right? When you have that like mentality, that mindset, and that discipline, that scares some people, right? It makes people uncomfortable, but it also makes you stronger. But a lot of your friends and family aren't gonna want to hang out with you anymore. Like I lost a lot of friends, like right after my first year in college, just because I moved away from Tallahassee, but I stopped partying. So like if they were in town or if I was in town, they would hit me up and be like, "Yo, I seen you in town. Like let's go get some drinks, this and that." I'm like, I just don't do that anymore, bro. I was like focused on my fitness journey, and I was just sick of like having hangovers. And that's pretty much all we did together. We just like drank and like hung out because we drank, and we thought we were friends. But once we're both sober, and I'm like talking about fitness, talking about like different things, and they're just talking about kind of getting drunk and getting high, I'm like, wow, we might not really be friends. So yeah, guys, a lot of times you make like these kind of situational friendships or temporary friendships, and it is what it is. But you will lose a lot of friends just from that. And then another thing is like, if you start like talking about fitness, or you start saying like, "Hey man, the reason you're overweight is because you're being lazy," you're gonna make a lot of people uncomfortable as well. People don't want to hear the truth, so you'll lose friends like that as well. It's happened to me. Like people don't want to hear that they're lazy. People don't want to hear that they're not showing up for themselves. They think that that's offensive, but in reality, in the long run, you're actually saving their life. But hey, it is what it is. You'll lose friends like that as well. And yeah, people are gonna look at you different when you're going to the gym on like New Year's Eve. You're going to the gym on like Christmas, Thanksgiving, your birthday. People are like, "Oh my God, what are you doing for your birthday? Are you drinking? Are you having cake?" You're like, "Oh, I'm going to the gym, and I might have a date night with my girl," or you say something like that, and they'll just be like, "Why isn't he doing what everyone else does?" Right? Because that's exactly what's going on when you start your fitness journey. You're literally separating yourself from the masses. Like, I don't think people realize how powerful the fitness journey is. No matter how many times I say it, no matter how many times other people say it, no matter how many times you run the statistics, the truth is the truth. And the truth is that it's extremely difficult to be disciplined enough in multiple situations. Because the fitness journey, if you were just like in a controlled environment where like someone cooked you food, gave it to you, someone, set up a gym for you, someone gave you massages after all your workouts. If you're in that controlled environment, it'd be easy to be lean, right? None of us are in controlled environments. We have to work 16-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts. You might have to work back to backs, and you have to find the discipline and go really deep to really find like that drive to not quit and that drive to continue to show up. And that's why the fitness journey is so hard, but that's why it's such a big deal. Like if you are fit, you don't understand how small of the percentage of the population is actually fit. So if you're fit, like you separate yourself from like mostly everyone. It is the fastest way to separate yourself. Like people, contrary to popular belief, people don't see fit physiques a lot, right? I rarely see them. I saw a few when I went to Alpha Land. I've seen a few in like different places, but usually when you see a fit physique, you're like, oh, respect, because you see one maybe once a month, maybe. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not common. Like even going to the gym, surprisingly, you'll see pretty decent physiques. People are in decent shape. But if you go to like commercial gyms, people will be in decent shape. Like as far as like shredded, like next level people who are not on roids, there's like very few of those. All right. So when you actually lock in and get as fit as possible, you'll notice a huge difference. Obviously, people will look at you differently. There are positives to it because I was kind of just talking about the loss of friends and things like that, but people will respect you more just out for it because they know the discipline it takes. But don't be like heartbroken if you lose some friends, you know, whether it's jealousy. Like I've had some former friends that were like, oh, stop posting those stupid side-by-sides. I was like, listen, you ain't about to disrespect me, bro. Because if I put your picture side by side, you would see how far you regressed. But hey, I didn't say that. I just took the you know, the non-confrontational route. I was like, you know what? Respect, man. You do what you do, man. I'll stay over here. I'm not gonna indulge. I'm not gonna, you know, go back and forth with you just because my side-by-side posts are making you insecure because my before picture looks pretty much like yours, but my after picture is very far from yours. You know what I mean? So like that's makes a lot of people uncomfortable, guys. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say. People will look at you different. Things will be different. So yeah, that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe.